Alright, in the last recording I was too far away from the microphone, so let's try this again. Alright, so this is a tutorial of the minecart system that I designed to work in the defrag tunnel designed by Joe and I, and built by a huge number of people. So we have two types of boosters on this. We have single directional auto-resetting boosters, which are these, and they reset themselves. The cart goes up, and it flips around. It always goes back this way, and then it has enough momentum after the boost to reset itself. The other type of booster are omnidirectional auto-resetting boosters that are built to be compact. Now, we have this length can be varied. It can be as short as 2. You can just pop these off and make this a shorter booster, if you so please, like that. Now, the problem with that is you obviously will receive a smaller boost from a shorter booster. But that's the price to pay. Anyway, these work by this cart in the middle is not sitting on anything, as you can see. There we go. And when the cart comes by, it will trigger this, and it pulls it around and boosts the cart. And this will automatically, if it doesn't derp when I run, it always works when the cart pushes it. But when I do it, sometimes it doesn't work too well. So it automatically will reset itself. There you go. From either direction. And this goes on for a while, and there's another set of boosters at the other end, so we'll give it a little try. Go. So that one reset, this one triggers, and then resets, and then we have a second one of these, triggers, and resets, and then this gives us a significant amount of momentum that propels us along at about 8 meters per second, which as far as I can tell is 8 blocks per second, which is, I don't know exactly how much faster it is than walking, but it's a lot faster. And then down here we have another set of boosters, and it automatically will reset. That was built slightly differently. I can show that later. And this will take us all the way back, and I'm just going to let it go to show the fact that the boosters, the omnidirectionals, do work from both directions. That means they boost in both directions, and they reset in both directions. That one just reset, and this one boosts and resets. Alright, I'm going to hop out here so I can negate that as it automatically goes. That's not by design. That's just a me. Alright, we're going to go all the way down. Just going to hop in here. This is the nice thing about this. If you're ever on the minecart network and you have to get off the track to get some resources, you go spelunking in one of our adventure caves, whatever it may be, this way you can actually just hop on at any of the omnidirectional boosters, and they will boost you along nicely. Now the problem is, minecarts do have a limitation of the fact that they do not, if one is going one direction on a track and the other one comes the other way, this wants to actually work, they will just push each other. They don't actually have any sort of, they don't actually, pass through each other. So that makes our current track system one directional only. Now, this is a variation of the one directional auto resetter found at the other side of this track. This one is built up. I built it so that we wouldn't have to recess down into the ground due to the fact that we have our tunnel is built almost on bedrock, so we don't know how much availability that's going to have. Now this obviously works the same way. Minecart comes up here around, it falls off and goes back over here and resets. So one more time and then we'll call it a day. So this one works just perfectly. There we go, and we're headed back. And I just built this in single player today because the authentication server's down as they're migrating clusters, and I just hacked my inventory. You can see I have all kinds of crap in here. I have stacks of minecarts and tools. And here's our second booster, and that goes. And our third booster, and that goes just fine. So as far as I am aware, this actually is almost fail-safe. Because of the way the boosters are designed, there's no way they can glitch, so far as I know, because they only boost for a limited duration and not constantly. I haven't fully tested it. I intend to do it a little bit more, but this is here as a note. On the omnidirectionals, this little half step is required, or else when your cart comes flying around, it will oftentimes hop onto this track, which is not what we want. So we just stick a half step here, and you just plop it on there, and it kind of appears. And then it works fine. See, it blocks it from going over here. Alright, that's about it. Hopefully the authentication server will be back up and we can start getting boosters implemented.